The scariest sound in the world isn't a doctor saying, "cancer." It's the silence that follows. That deafening quiet in the consultation room where your entire world shatters, but somehow the clock keeps ticking. I should know. I heard that silence exactly 297 days ago. The irony? I wasn't even supposed to be at the doctor's that day. Single moms don't have time for checkups. But my 7-year-old, Sophie, had drawn a picture of me at school, stick figure mom with red dots all over. "That's you coughing blood, Mommy," she said proudly. Kids, they notice everything we try to hide. The next morning, I found myself staring at a CT scan, wondering how something so deadly could look so beautifully symmetric. Stage 3 lung cancer. Never smoked a day in my life. Funny how life's biggest plot twists don't care about your resume. "How long?" I asked. "Without treatment?" 6 months. "With aggressive treatment. We'll try our best." That night, I watched Sophie sleep, clutching her ratty giraffe plushie, the same one she'd had since her dad walked out 3 years ago. Back then, I thought being abandoned was the worst pain I'd ever feel. Now, I was facing the possibility of being the one doing the abandoning. The first round of chemo felt like liquid fire. I threw up so hard I burst blood vessels in my eyes, lost my hair in clumps, started wearing bright lipstick to distract from my disappearing eyebrows. Sophie called me her alien warrior princess. But here's what cancer stories don't tell you. It's not just about survival. It's about the impossible math of medical bills versus rent, about choosing between groceries and prescriptions, about explaining to your 7-year-old why we had to sell her bike. 3 months in, I collapsed at Sophie's dance recital, woke up to her small hand in mine, her ballet tutu crumpled from sitting in the hospital chair all night. "I danced just for you, Mommy," she whispered, "even after you fell asleep." That's when I realized I wasn't just fighting cancer. I was fighting for every future dance recital, every scraped knee, every teenage door slam, for all the moments my daughter deserved to have her mom there, rolling her eyes and taking too many pictures. Then came the twist no one saw coming. My oncologist discovered I had a rare genetic mutation that made me eligible for an experimental treatment. The catch? Insurance wouldn't cover it. $250,000 out of pocket. Might as well have been asking for the moon. But sometimes, when you're out of options, the universe conspires in unexpected ways. Sophie, my tiny warrior, set up a lemonade stand outside her school. "To fix Mommy," she told everyone. Her teacher shared it on social media. It went viral. What happened next still feels like a dream. Strangers from across the country started sending money. $1, $5, whatever they could spare. Sophie's lemonade stand turned into a movement. 3 weeks later, we had enough for the treatment. The experimental drug was brutal, worse than chemo. I lost 30 pounds, couldn't keep water down. But then, after 6 weeks of hell, Dr. Mitchell walked in with tears in her eyes. The tumors had shrunk by 80%. Today marks day 297 since diagnosis. My hair's growing back in wild curls. I'm back at work part-time. Sophie's selling lemonade for other cancer patients now. Says she wants to be an experimental doctor when she grows up. Last night, she crawled into my bed during a thunderstorm. As I held her, she whispered, "I knew you wouldn't die, Mommy. Heroes don't die." I didn't have the heart to tell her that heroes die every day. Instead, I just held her tighter. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I don't believe that anymore. What doesn't kill you makes you realize who you're living for. I'm not cured. The cancer could come back tomorrow. But that's the thing about facing death. It teaches you how to live. Every morning now, I make a choice to focus on what cancer couldn't take. My daughter's laugh, her terrible jokes, the way she still uses strawberry shampoo, even though she claims she's too grown up for kid stuff. Sometimes at night, I catch her praying by her bed. "Thank you for not taking my Mommy," she whispers to whatever's listening. And in those moments, I realize that maybe the scariest sound isn't the silence after cancer. Maybe it's the sound of your child bargaining with the universe to keep you alive. But here's the real twist. Sometimes the universe listens.